Today we are going to start with simultaneous equation. Now this simultaneous equation is about system of equations. So here we have a lot of equations. If the equations contain two unknowns, it means we are going to have two equations. If the unknowns or the variables in the equation are three, it means we are going to have three equations. But for the purpose of our study, we are always sticking with equations with two unknowns. So it means in the equations we are going to see two variables we are supposed to solve for. Now somebody developed this concept to help us with our daily life solutions, okay? So let's get into it. Now we have three main steps in solving simultaneous equation. We have three methods. And the methods, we have the graphical method, we have the substitution method, and then we have the elimination. And another name for the elimination is the addition and subtraction method. So it means when we get them, we are either going to add the equations or subtract the equations. Now let's start with the graphical method, which is my favorite. All right, let's move on. Now we are going to pick a question and then see how best we solve them. For the first equation, we have 3x plus y is equal to 19. X plus y is equal to 9. So the first step is to name the equations and then we begin. Now we are going to use the intercept method. What do I mean by that? It means we are going to find the corresponding values for y or x when we make one of them 0. So first of all, let's pick the first equation. We have 3x plus y is equal to 19. For the value of y when x is equal to 0, it means input 0 into where the x is. So when we substitute that, we have 3 into bracket 0 plus y is equal to 19. Now, obviously, our y answer is 19. Then we write the coordinate down. The coordinate, we are going to have 0, 19, meaning that we chose x to be 0, and our y answer is 19. Now let's move on to the same question. This time we want to make y 0 and see the value of x. When we make y 0, for 3x plus y is equal to 19, we are going to have 3x plus 0 is equal to 19. We divide both sides by 3, and then our result is going to be x is equal to 6 whole number 1 out of 3. Now in the coordinate form, we are supposed to write the x value first. So we have 6 whole number 1 out of 3, and then 0. And that is also another coordinate. Now with these two coordinates, we can draw a line. If you have issues with finding the point 6 whole number 1 out of 3, this is another smart way to go. You can choose different values. So in this instance, I'm going to choose a value that is divisible by 3, because the x has a coefficient of 3. So here, let's choose 4, so that we know that when we move it to the other side, we can have a number which is divisible by 3. So now remember, I chose 4. If you input 4, we are going to have 3x plus 4 is equal to 19. Now when you group your like terms, you have 3x equal to 19 minus 4. Then we get 3x equal to 15. We divide both sides by 3. Our x answer is 5. So it means when you are writing the coordinate, remember we chose 4. So the coordinate is going to be 5, 4. It means you could have chosen any coordinate you are okay with. And then don't forget, when you are writing the coordinate, you are going to write the x value first, then the y will be the next value. All right. Now, after you have this, make sure you are going to draw the line for the two equations. So for the first one, we are going to go back to our graph. We have to choose a scale that can really take this graph. Now on the x-axis, I chose 2 centimeters for 2 units. And then I did the same thing for the y. Now because of 19, it means you have to really be careful. Choose a very good way to write your y value as I have done here, so that I can have the 19 being represented. Now these are the coordinates that I'm going to plot. First of all, I have plotted 0, 19, 5, 4. For the first one, I'll draw the line that joins 0, 19, and 5, 4. And I'll write the name of the equation on the line. Don't forget that. That is for the first equation. Then the second one, for the second equation, we have x plus y is equal to 9. You do the same thing. If you do it rightly, you are going to get 0, 9 for the first coordinate and 9, 0. Now, we are going to draw these two lines, and the point of intersection is where our answers are. Now, if you look at the graph sheet on the screen, what you see is that the two lines meet at the point 4, 5. You have to trace them. Now, where they meet, you are supposed to draw these lines using your straight edges, and where they meet is where the answer is. So here, our answers are coming to x is giving us 5 on the x-axis, 4 on the y. It means if you solve this question correctly, you are going to have x equal to 5 and then y is equal to 4. And these are the values that will satisfy both equations. All right.